Aloha guys, welcome to my first thoughts and impressions on Civilization 6. I was so looking forward to this game. I really love Civilization 5. I'm not particularly good at it, but anyway. Civ 6 has got loads of old favourites in terms of civilizations. I chose to play as Japan for my first one. There's loads of new ones, like you've got Scythia? I don't really know how you say it, but that's in there. Congo's in there. The Netherlands is one that's not in there, I believe. I'm fully expecting Firaxis to make that DLC. But yes, there has been a huge amount of visual updates. The map is now actually like a cartographer's map. It's really cool. You can see just to the northeast there's kind of like a Here Be Monsters style squid kraken type thing, which is really pretty cool. They have done so much of an overhaul on this game. The technology tree, it's kind of the same. There's a few changes, but you've now got a second one of those called a civics tree. So before, when you had a panel that would come up that you could choose kind of different trees that you could go down depending on what you wanted to do, this one is you choose kind of like a government style, and then policies for that government that you can change every time that you can pick a new civic. So you can change policies to get like 10% faster, 10% more production in your capital, or +5 attack against barbarians and things like that. And that evolves, and you can choose to research and unlock different types of government as the game goes on. It's just, honestly, there is so much to cover. It is so good. As you can see, the fog of war on the maps has changed as well. So when you send scouts out now, they literally, the area they're in, that's what they can see. If they go out of that area, it's kind of you still get a kind of basic lay of the land. So your map has got some detail in, so you know there's a mountain there, you know there's a hill there. But you can no longer just see everything, which in multiplayer games is going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to that. There's city management itself, I really like it. The micromanagement aspect of it has been slightly lessened. So the AI for kind of doing things like what production tiles your cities, what tiles your city's working with, production tiles or food tiles. The AI for that seems to be a little bit better. You don't quite have to go in and say, I want to lock this tile, I want to lock this tile, quite as much as you did in Civ 5, which is really good. The one thing that did for me in this match, as we'll probably see a bit later on, is barbarians. They are clever now. They are no longer dumb barbarians. They will send scouts out to kind of reconnaissance an area. Then the scouts will bugger off, and then they'll come back and they'll bring a suitable force to try and attack your city. And they do a damn good job of it as well. I have to say, I was playing this as it unlocked at midnight last night. I'd had a really long day at work, so I wasn't quite in the sharpest of mindsets when I went about playing this, and I did some quite epic mistakes. But yeah, barbarians are very much a good thing. Yes, different city leaders as well. That's Harald Hardrada of Norway. Yeah, and districts. This is really cool. I've just made a holy site district kind of thing. So districts are a new thing where you have to plan out cities a bit better, because you have like a holy district, which is where all your holy buildings go. Then you have like it's not an academy district, but it's basically a education district. So all your academies, your universities and stuff will go there, and they're all contained in these districts, and they get bonuses for whatever's adjacent to them. So if it's adjacent to your capital, you get +1. If it's adjacent to another district, it gets +2. There's various different combinations, and obviously texts that you unlock and civic policies that you have can affect what kind of bonuses your various districts are getting. And they work in similar ways to kind of making tile improvements like farms and stuff like that. So sometimes you're now going to have to make a decision between building a farm on a particular tile, or saying, hey, no, this is a perfect place for my holy site, why not? The other cool thing is the Great Wonders. So I only saw a couple in my brief little playthrough last night, but I started building the Oracle, and now you actually see it being built better than you did in Civ 5, as in you literally can watch the foundations rise up, and then the sides of the building rise up, and then when you finally complete it, you get this glorious little cutscene of it being like a time lapse of it being built up, and it's absolutely beautiful. Religions and pantheons are still in there. Religious victory is now a thing, and I really, really want to try it. I haven't read into too much about that just yet, but I definitely want to give it a go, because cultural victories are good, science victories are good. I want to try a religious victory. Religious domination sounds like a pretty interesting way to go about this, converting everyone to religions. City-states are still in it. City-states play a much greater role in this, I believe, now, especially with a religious victory. I think if you get city-states on your side, it really, really helps you. But again, I need to do a bit more reading into this. But it's just so good. I mean, I played it for an hour. I got my ass handed to me by barbarians. But I didn't care. It was just good. I mean, you can see them all encroaching on my capital right now. And for a while, I thought, I've lost this. They're just going to siege my city down. But then I was like, no, I can do this. And my warriors were there. They managed to get a promotion at just the right time. And they got more civics and stuff. So obviously you can see there's 4 slots for civic policies. And I've unlocked a 3rd one there, but I've got the wrong type of government. So I can't have that nice little purple policy. So then I was like, aha, so I need to research this. That was me sending an envoy to a city-state. I'm not 100% sure on that yet, but it was useful to have. But yeah, it's good. You can still queue things up as well. You've still got your advisor to help you if you need it. You can obviously abandon them if you don't want to. That was me just placing a site for, I'm going to build the oracle here. Again, you have to do that with Great Wonders. It's no longer just like, I just build the Hanging Gardens and it just builds. Like, I'm going to build Hanging Gardens and I want it to go here. So obviously if you build them next to a body of water, which I think it will only allow you to place them in certain places. Like, I think the oracle had to be either on a hill or near a hill. Can't quite remember, it was quite late at night. But yeah, so now you're kind of like, you have to plan your cities out and not just leave them to it. So there is kind of a different type of micromanagement in it, and strategy and planning ahead. And it's going to be so interesting. Multiplayer has just changed for me on this game now. It's going to be really good. Loads of the civs that are involved. So off the top of my head, I know England's in. It was in the preview build as well. There were 10 in the preview build, which was England, US, Scythia, Rome, Greece, Norway. I forget the other 4. Yes, Egypt wasn't in the preview build, I don't think. Japan was, which was good. Congo was. There we go. I'm down to 2 that I can't remember off the top of my head, which isn't that bad. So, but there's more coming. Obviously, if you got the pre-order bonus of the Aztecs as well, which, thanks to my lovely friends who actually got this game for me, I got the pre-order bonus, so I have the Aztecs available to play for me. That will unlock for everybody after a certain amount of time, which is an interesting way of doing it, and I think it's pretty good. It's kind of, if you do this, then we will give you this now. If not, everyone else, don't worry about it. You'll get it in a month or so, or 2 or 3 months. It's an interesting way of doing it. So yeah, I mean, there is a lot more I want to do with this game. I've barely scratched the surface of anything. Combat still works the same. You still get barbarians kicking me around quite a bit in this one. But yeah, it's just... First impressions, it is just good. It didn't have any of the launch day issues that I thought it might have. I mean, I did only play single player. There we go. There's my oracle being built in beautiful time lapse. It's gorgeous. Ah, yes. That was the other thing. You get speed boosts to technology research. So for completing certain things like meeting, I think it's like killing 5 barbarians, or meeting a city-state, or meeting another civilization, it will boost training time on a technology. So instead of taking 10 turns to train something, to train sailing, it might only take 7, which is really cool. And obviously you can use that to your advantage. If you're playing as England, which is still a naval civ, you settle on the coast and you've got a river nearby. There's things that go, oh, okay, you've settled on the coast, therefore it takes you half the time it take you to train sailing, which kind of makes sense. You're England, you want to get sailing, you want to get out on the water as soon as you can. It's just good. I can't stop saying that. I've played it for an hour and a half and it's just good. I'm definitely going to be playing more of this. I will make videos as and when I can. I will try and get a multiplayer game together. I might stream it rather than make videos of it because no one wants to sit and watch 6 hours of a Civ multiplayer game. But there we go. That's my first thoughts on Civilization 6. I love it. I've waited for this game for a long time, and so far it has not disappointed. I'm sure there will be some niggles along the way, with new games always are. But for now, it's just good. So thank you very much guys for watching, and I will see you back with more Civ action soon.